Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Chica.
So if each of you could just introduce yourself and tell us maybe whatever you want, where you're from, how you...
I'm Sparky. My trail name is Sparky. I'm from a town in central Ohio. I was an electrician for 40 years. I retired 2 years ago. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Since before YouTube is what I tell everybody. I'm married. I have 3 grandkids, 3 sons, and my wife, God love her, allowed me to do this. So here I am. It's a dream come true. I've enjoyed it. We've been really lucky with the weather. I think our luck is running out here in a little bit, but that's okay. We'll endure. So on to Katahdin.
Oh.
Right on.
My name is Deluxe. Well, I guess my name is Blake and my trail name is Deluxe. I grew up in upstate New York, but I've been living in Colorado. And this is actually my 3rd through hike of the AT.
It is?
Yeah, I did a southbound through hike and a northbound through hike, and then I also did Hanover to Katahdin. But then, more importantly, since July of 2017, I've been on a trip that I like to call Walk the Parks. And the goal of it was, the motto is kind of like 20,000 miles, 51 national parks, 2 feet, 1 dream. And so far, I've visited 50 out of 51 of the national parks in the lower 48. Wow. And then I've hiked 13,000 miles. So now I'm trying to get up to 20,000 because I want to meet that original goal. So I'm on the AT again because this is my favorite of anywhere I've been. And the Grand Canyon, though. But for a long trail, I love the AT.
Amazing. Very
and
cool.
how much does your pack weigh?
Significantly more than most. I'd say gear doesn't matter at all. People focus way too much on that. People always think I'm a weekender or make fun of my gear, and I'm like, oh man, there's so much else we could talk about. But
you must have some luxury items.
Yeah, I mean, I really like electronics, and then I definitely bring extra food, and I never want to I just like having 0 worries. That's like my strategy on the trail. Like maybe some people be like, oh, you're packing some of your fears, but if there's ever a bad storm, like I don't care, I'll just take a day off, or like if somebody invites me to something cool, like I know I can say yes. Oh, and I just enjoy, like I want to just be happy the whole time. Like there's some aspect of suffering, anyway. So I just like to be comfortable.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Radioactive?
Yes, my name is Blair Emerson. My trail name is Radioactive. I got that from a southbound through hiker last year when I was doing a shakedown hike on the Bartram Appalachian Trail Loop. And I got my Radioactive trail name because I spent 32 years in the nuclear power industry. So anyways, I'm 59 years old, retired. I'm now living in Miami, south of Miami. I'm originally from upstate New York. I'm married and I'm living my dream right now. It's just awesome out here. The people are so friendly. Love it here. You guys are great hosts. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And you wanted to do this since you were a Boy Scout,
Yeah, since
right?
I was in the Boy Scouts.
Very
It's
cool.
always been in the back of my mind. It's just incredible that I'm here. I'm very lucky to be here.
Old Goat?
Yeah, I'm Old Goat from New Hampshire, and like so many people, the Appalachian Trail got in my blood real young, going as a schoolboy, and then it just resonated with me my entire life, thinking about coming back out, and it's kind of become a mission field for me now, coming out and helping other vets that are out here, and because a lot of them come out here. Everybody has something in their pack. The first thing that you should pack in your backpack when you're getting ready to come to the Appalachian Trail is a load of forgiveness for yourself. Everybody has something that they're going through. You can leave things, but fortunately there's wonderful places like this. You pick up beautiful memories as you're going along. And I'm fortunate enough to have the love of my life waiting for me when I come back. My high school sweetheart is waiting for me to finish this.
Very cool.
Yeah, happy times.
Cool. So, has anything surprised you on this trip so far? 100
Trail magic. This surprised me. Just awesome. I didn't expect everything to be as beautiful as it is. I had no idea Georgia was as gorgeous. It was day after day. It's just surprises,
Wow.
Never seen a rhododendron or a mountain laurel. So when you get in those tunnels, when you're from Central Ohio, you're just blown away by that stuff, You watched so many videos in preparation to coming out here. People post beautiful pictures, but it doesn't do it justice. You have to be out here to experience it. It just
Feel it,
just
see it,
yeah, it's just amazing.
hear it.
Amazing.
Any other surprises?
I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised that I just love it all the time. Like, I never seem to get sick of it. Like, even, I mean, you go out west and hike, and people are like, tend to be a bit critical of the Appalachian Trail sometimes because, like, supposed like lack of views and terrible weather. And while that's true to an extent, it's also amazing. There's all sorts of like beautiful streams, and just I love the community that surrounds it, and like every town. I don't know. It's just amazing. It's just, and the AT just continuously is just like. Awesome. It just keeps getting better. Like, I don't know. Every day is the best day of my life, for sure.
That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, the parts that make it hard are actually the parts that make it the most memorable.
That's true.
I had one guy ask me, he's like, well, why can't they do these goat trails up in New Hampshire? It seems like you guys are like proud that people like die on the presidentials every year. And I was like, you know what? In life, not everybody gets a trophy at the end. Is that there has to be some wild places.
Hey, man.
And it's like there's a lot of people that start the Appalachian Trail, only 19% annually finish. I was just doing a thing on it last night, or I was like calculating it out. We have 365 million people in the United States. Only 4,000 people on average attempt to do the Appalachian Trail a year, and usually only around 1,100. So there's only 20,000 since the inception of the AT, because not as many people tried in the very beginning. They said up to this point, only around 20,000 people have actually accomplished the AT. You've done it 3 times. So it puts you in that not everybody gets a trophy, you know, and I like that.
Well, one thing I want to say though is that it is interesting, like, because we're out here for like your own reasons, and it's really like by its nature, the AT is like non-competitive, right? You're literally just walking through nature, right? I mean, I guess you're trying to get to the end. But it is interesting that sometimes people bring competition into it, right? With pack weight, you know, and gear, and with miles per day. Yeah. But I would say that if there's any sport that deserves everybody gets a participation medal, it is the, you know what I mean? Because we're all doing something hard. And it's not a competition, and it's hard every single day. And if you're at the end of camp, if you did 2 miles or 52, like that's still pretty badass.
This is my 3rd attempt. I mean, I'm not a through hiker yet. I'm a section hiker until the day I hit Katahdin, but. I've gone all the way back to the beginning 3 times.
Wow. This is going to be your year.
Yeah. I'm going a lot slower this year. Sold my house, so I have no end point.
Nice.
And I have the finances to go ahead and just take time and heal in place if I have to. So I'm open.
Well, to wrap this up, let's do one tip that you can give to a prospective wannabe through hiker.
The one tip is train a little bit before you get out here. Get your legs in shape so you're not dying when you're out here, and you can actually enjoy the scenery a lot more than suffering all the time.
Did you do some good training before?
Yeah,
Good.
trained pretty hard.
Cool.
Made a difference, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I would say, I mean, if your goal is to hike something like the Appalachian Trail, I mean, just figure out how to do it. I mean, you can save up money. It's not that expensive, and it can be, but just get on the trail. The first step is absolutely the hardest, like getting here and having all your stuff. I mean, definitely try to show up trained, but otherwise just get here. I mean, you do need some money to do it. You don't want to show up completely broke, but anybody can do this. I mean, it's like a lot of people try to play up backpacking like it's this big sport. Honestly, it's slow walking. We've been doing it since we're 1-year-olds. So it's really challenging, but at the same time, it's really simple. So
my tip would be to take your time, because when you're doing that planning, make sure you plan in enough time to be able to see all the views and all the Blue Blaze trails. We took that side trail that leads, you go around Standing Indian Mountain. If you don't stop and walk over that little knoll right there, you're going to miss a fantastic view. And we had 5 people go by us. Hike your own hike, but that was such a spectacular view. So take your time. That's my tip.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely about the journey, not the final end point. But I would say use your gear before you go out. You know, there's a lot of people, you see them the first, second night, they're trying to figure out how to put their tent up. And it never ceases to amaze me when people don't know what their gear does. Sleep in your bag, not just on nice nights when it's nice out. If you know there's going to be a really rainy night, go out and set your tent up, because that's going to happen to you on the Appalachian Trail. No rain, no pain, no main.
Right.
That's right. Cool.
Very good.
Great having you guys here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
thank you so much.